everyone, Mike here. It is an absolutely perfect day here today in Western Pennsylvania. I mean, it's not perfect for all activities. Like if you want to go swimming, today probably wouldn't be the day you'd want to do that. But for what I have planned, it's perfect. It's about 15 degrees right now. The sun's shining, hardly any wind at all. Matter of fact, all I'm wearing is a t-shirt and a hoodie. And as long as you keep moving, it's pretty nice on a day like this. But what I have planned is I'm going to go out in the woods, because things are pretty well frozen up right now. I mean, it's not like a deep frost or anything like that, but it stayed below freezing all day yesterday, and like I said, today being only about 15 degrees so far this morning. Great day to get out in the woods and gather up some saw logs and some firewood. So I have the Wallenstein skidding winch on the RK55, the big firewood bucket on the front. So I'm gonna head out there right now and get a few things done today, but I just love weather like this for what I have planned today. Alright, I'm out here in the woods. I got the tractor backed in where I want it, and I have the target acquired. This is the one I'm after right here. But that tree there, the whole top got broken out of it. And it's down over the hill here, I don't know, about 100 feet, something like that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to drop that tree. It's got a little bit of a hook to it going that way. Got a little bit of lean. I'm just going to lay it over that way. Probably hook onto it with the butt end and pull it up the hill. That's the plan. I haven't even been down there though. There's a bunch of treetops and things laying there. There's probably some other good pieces that I can pull out for firewood as well. But we'll head down there now and check it out. All right, let's take a closer look at this. I'd say it's about, I don't know, 50 feet tall right now, you know, and the whole top's gone out of it. But it looks a little bit different down here than it did from up on top of the hill. And what I mean is, from up there, it looked like it had lean, you know, coming to the right side here. But looking at it from down here, it definitely wants to go straight down the hill, and I'm going to let it. What the plan is here to crash it right on top of this top right here. And hopefully the butt end will be up in the air. I'll be able to hook right onto it and get it out of there without dragging all these tops with it. Although I may come back, there's a lot of good wood left in these tree tops here. So I might be able to get some of that out as well while I'm here, or maybe even tomorrow. We'll see. But when I cut this, it's definitely going downhill, and my escape route is going to be out that way over there, because there's going to be a lot of stuff probably flying around down here when it hits the ground. And by the way, like I always mention when I'm taking down trees, I am by no means a professional. I'm just do what I do out here. This is not a how-to video or anything like that. I'm just kind of doing my thing. But yeah, should work out. By the way, this is a red elm. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. I might actually saw one of these into lumber, like the first 8 foot or something. We'll see. There is not an inch of holding wood on that elm right there. Look how much that's leaning. He's gonna go. I'm not going anywhere near it till it does. That is unbelievable how, you know, elastic. That's it. I didn't get quite through on the other side, but still, there's hardly anything holding that tree at all. That is amazing. All right, we're going to give it a whirl. I'm not real optimistic, though. There's a lot of treetops laying down there. I don't think it's going to hit the stump that it came off of, but I'm afraid it's going to get tangled up. What I'm going to do is pull it as far as I can, and then if I have to, I'll get that self-releasing snatch block, hook it onto this tree here to try to pull it over this way, away from all that, all those blowdowns. But we'll see. Maybe it will work out. All right, I see what happened there. Everything was going well, but once that log got over center on that top that it's laying on, this end here kind of dove down into the ground, and I just dug it straight in. So what I'm going to do is rehook. I put that snatch block up on that tree there as high as I could reach. And when I rehook it, I'm going to kind of hook it on the other side so it will want to roll it out of there and pull it up and over towards that other tree. That should work. All right, I have it all hooked up again, and what I did, I set that cable on the other side of that log, so when I start pulling, it should rotate it this way some. You can see where it's jammed in right there. And plus, like I said, I got that snatch block up there on that tree as high as I can reach. So between lifting up a little bit and rolling it, I think it should work this time. We'll see. All right, what I had to do was cut this very top off, this last 7 or 8 feet. It's kind of all smashed up anyway, but it was still sitting on this top right here, keeping this end up in the air, which was making that end dig into the ground. It'll come out of here no problem at all now. That's a big log. All right, it's coming right out now. The only reason I stopped there was to move the camera. It was about to hit the self-releasing snatch block, and it was way up in the air, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to move the camera, just unhook it, pull it up to the tractor, and then I'm going to pull the tractor up on the flat up there, because the tractor's sitting on a bit of a hill there. I'll pull it up on the flat, take it up the rest of the way. All right, I cut the end off there so we could see it a little bit better, but yes, this is definitely red elm. Pretty decent sized log. It's about 19 inches in diameter, and I'll measure the length. All right, it's 30 feet long, and like I said, 19 inches in diameter at the butt end, and 16 at the small end. All right, so according to a log weight calculator that I use online, 19 inches in diameter at the butt end, 16 at the small end, and it's 30 feet long. This log weighs about 2,350 pounds. So that big red oak I got out the other day was heavier. Although I don't know about this. This elm, it really holds the moisture. It just feels very dense and wet and heavy. But anyway, over a ton. And I know it's hard to tell how steep something is on video, but that is a very steep hill right there, plus all the resistance and the things I was hitting. This one was a little more challenging than like the red oak and the cherry I got out the other day, just because, you know, all the obstacles and where it was at. So this area right here where I'm standing, I'm going to use this as kind of a landing area, I guess you could say, because I have a lot of dead trees and blowdowns on both sides of this ridge. And that way I'll pull my logs up here to where it's flat and I can get to them, you know, cut off the saw logs, maybe cut some firewood, and then I'll haul them in from here. That should work out pretty well. But I am learning a lot about the Wallenstein skidding winch. You know, I've only used it 3 times now, but each time I'm putting more thought into the pull. You know, there's a lot of geometry involved. You're looking at your angles, and there's a lot of figuring to do, and you just take your time and try to be safe. The older I get, the safer, at least I think I get. Speaking of safety, let me show you something. I wasn't always as safe. So about 25 years ago, maybe, I built this tree stand right here. I had less sense than I do now, that's for sure. Not saying I have a whole lot now, but back then I had a lot less. Now, if you can see, this is all dead right now. But when I built that, that platform is 20 feet high. And, you know, I got it built and I was up there and I'm like, man, there's not a lot of room up here. So I cut that other one off with a chainsaw while I was standing up there. Really, really dumb thing to do. But, you know, when you're younger, you're fearless, I guess. But yeah, so not only did I build a pretty shaky, sketchy type tree stand, got all these nails sunk in this cherry tree, pretty much ruined the tree. I mean, this side's still alive, but yeah, we got away from building them like this years ago. Because when I bought this property here, yeah, that's about when I built this stand. In this area up in here, some of it was timbered, and it's kind of growing up quite a bit now. But boy, you'd sit up there on that stand and you'd see deer everywhere down in these valleys. But anyway, like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I love days like this for working out in the woods. You know, it's nice and cold, the ground's frozen, you're not walling around in the mud. And, you know, it's only about 18 degrees right now, but as long as you're moving around, there's no wind, the sun's out, it's a pretty nice day, it really is. But anyway, I think that's about it. Like I always say, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like button, click subscribe, and share them with your friends. Thanks.